Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. You all would have heard a story what Prabhupada said about Mr. Frog. The Mr. Frog is not new to us. We tell that story as a Kupamandu Kanyaya, the frog in the well. So Prabhupada spoke about Mr. Frog. That has so much relevance to our life. Once there was a frog in the well, and that frog has taken birth in that well, very deep well, never came out of the well in its life. What that frog knows is all about that well. What that frog knows is the different creatures in the well and details of the well. One day, one frog came from Pacific Ocean, fell into that. The frog which is fell into from the Pacific Ocean to this deep well met the frog who was there in the well. The frog which was in the small well asked the frog which came from the Pacific Ocean, "Where are you coming from? Which well you are coming from?" Pacific Ocean frog said, "I'm coming from a vast quantity of water, unlimited." The frog in the well said, "Oh, is it? Is it bigger than my well?" He said, "Definitely it's bigger than your well." "Okay, is it 2 times bigger than my well?" "No, much bigger." 10 times bigger than well? Pacific Ocean frog said, "No, it's much bigger." The frog in the well said, "Okay, let me consider. 100 times bigger than my well." That's all the frog in the well is able to think of. 100 times, 1,000 times. But what is the quantity of the ocean water? Huge, unlimited, never dries, never overflows. In the rainy season, so many rivers are joining. Water is not overflowing. In the summer season, all the water will recede from the ocean, from the rivers. It is not drying. Huge, unlimited quantity of water. But the frog in the well can never estimate this, the vastness of the Pacific Ocean, because it has no experience of it. So this understanding is very, very relevant to us. How all of us measure everything with our understanding, our viewpoint. Okay, it may be bigger. Maybe it will be like this. Oh, there is a heavenly planet. Oh, that planet may be a little better. A lot of gardens and these things. Oh, Krishna must be like this. Brahma must be wearing 4 heads. One so-called spiritual guru is telling. How can somebody have 4 heads? These all are simply some explained to tell some moral principles. They cannot conceive Brahma. They cannot conceive Vishnu, Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. They cannot conceive Lord Shiva, his Tandava Nritya. They cannot understand all these things. So they simply try to estimate everything with their understanding. This is called Kupamanduka Nyaya. which is happening in this world by all people. You tell about there is a world beyond this material world. Okay, some story, maybe. So they cannot understand these things. Everybody in this world is looking for better life, better quality of life. Somebody wants to go to the better city, cleaner city, clean air. So they're looking forward. Somebody wants to go to better house. The present house I am staying is not so good. Let me go to the better house. Somebody is planning to go to new different country. There the better lifestyle is available, quality of life. But so far for the materialistic people, they cannot think of anything beyond this earth planet today. In the Dwapara Yuga and the Treta Yuga, they were able to think of other planets also. But in Kali Yuga, people can maximum think of within this planet only. They don't even conceive, they cannot conceive what about other planets and lifestyles there. So today we are going to discuss something very interesting from the Bhagavatam about one kind of yogis. In the last class, we discussed about one kind of yogis who meditate on the uh, heart, the Lord in the heart as Paramatma, and meditate, and they uplift their consciousness from the Mooladhara chakra to Sahasrara chakra, and how they get liberated and how they go back to Krishna if they meditate on the Lord. Now today, we are going to discuss about another kind of yogis who go to different planets and ultimately go out of this universe. It's another kinds of yogis, two kinds of yogis, which Shukadeva Goswami is explaining. So if you are interested, some of you are interested to go to different places, trip, to see this place, that place, yatra, I want to see this place. So if you are very interested, you can become this yogi and go to different planets and experience the different planets, then finally go back to Lord. Possible. That way is also available for you if you want to go through that way. So today we're going to discuss that path. You can see different planets and understand. Okay. So with this introduction, I'll start today's session. So I'll share my screen. Okay, let us start with the prayers and then start today's. My screen sharing is paused. To saying. Okay, all of you, please unmute yourself. Let us offer our prayers to Srimad Bhagavatam and start. Repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya.
Narayanam Namaskritya.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudirayet
Tato Jayamudirayet
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata
Sevaya
Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavati Uttama
Shloke
Shloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki.
Bhakti
Namaste.
Let us chant this verse, today's verse. Yadi prayasyan
Yadi Prayasyan
nrupa parameshtyam
Nripa Parameshtam
Parameshyam
Yadi prayasyam nrupa parameshtyam
Yadi Prayasyan Nripa Parameshtam
Vaihayansanam
Vaihayasanam
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 Utayat viharam
Utayadviharam
Vaihayasanam Utayat viharam
Vaihayasanam Utayadviharam
Ashtadhipatyam
Ashtadhipatyam
Gunasannivaye
Gunasannivaye
Ashtadhipatyam Gunasannivaye
Ashtadhipatyam Gunasannivaye
Sahaiva gacchen
Sahaiva Gacchen
Manasendriyaischa
Manasindriyaischa
Sahaiva gacchen Manasendriyaischa
Sahaiva Gacchen Manasindriyaischa
Yat prayasyan nrupaparameshtyam
Yadi Prayasyan Parameshtam
Yadi prayasyan nrupaparameshtyam
Yadi Prayasyan Parameshtam
Vaihayasanam Mutayat viharam
Vaihayasanam Utayadviharam
Ashtadhipatyam Gunasannivaye
Ashtadhipatyam Gunasannivaye
Sahaiva gacchen Manasendriyaischa
Sahaiva Gacchen Manasindriyaischa
Sahaiva gacchen Manasendriyaischa
Sahaiva Gacchen Manasindriyaischa
Please repeat. However,
However,
O king,
O King,
if a yogi maintains a desire
if a yogi maintains a desire
for improved material enjoyments,
for
Improved
improved
material
enjoyment,
enjoyment,
trust planet, shloka,
Brahmaloka,
or the achievement of the eightfold perfections,
or
the
the
achievement
achievement
of
of the
the eight perfections,
travel space with the Vaihayasas,
travel in
traveling
outer
out of
space with
space
the
with
Vaihayasas,
or a situation in one of the millions of planets,
or
or
a
a
situation in
situation
one of the millions of planets,
then he has to take away
then he has to take away
with him the material molded mind
with him the materially molded mind
and senses.
and senses.
Please mute yourself. I will explain. This is very informative, very important and informative. This actually gives us a fair idea how Srimad Bhagavatam is very realistic. It is not simply some stories. Srimad Bhagavatam is a condensed form of all the literatures. In fact, at the end of this description, the Shukadev Goswami says, "Now I have explained to you what Lord Krishna has informed Brahma through the Vedas." So these few verses will give us a summary of something which Lord Krishna delivered to Lord Brahma, the same knowledge, which Shukadev Goswami will specifically mention this at the end. Now I have explained to you what Krishna told to Brahma. So these all are the reality. This is not some imagination. There is Swarga, there is Janaloka, there is Tapaloka, there is Satyaloka. All this existence of different planets and planetary systems and millions of planets, along with the millions of living entities existing in this world and in the universe, is the reality. Unfortunately, the modern science is able to see only some dust in some other planet. That is exactly called Kupa Mandoka Nyaya. They are seeing through their eyes and cameras. What is the guarantee their camera captures everything what actually there? Just like in the dark night, with your eyes and you don't see anything, but cat can see. A cat can see a rat running in the night in the dark. It can catch it and eat it. And it also has eyes, and you also have eyes. But your eyes, you cannot see anything in the darkness, but cat can see. Just extrapolate this example. Your eyes and senses and lens of the camera, what can you see? It is all having all kinds of mistakes. It is not perfect, it's imperfect. So the scientifically, the creator, the Krishna himself explained how different planets are there. Okay. By this, we should also understand today that we should never think that let me first enjoy. Let me enjoy everything in my life. Then I will become devotee of Krishna. The truth is that the material world is so vast and big. You cannot end enjoying this world. You have to give up one day material enjoyment. Material enjoyment cannot be, everything cannot be experienced and exhausted. Oh, I have seen this, I have seen this. Some people have a desire. I want to visit all the countries in the world, or I want to visit all the sites in the country. Then I will be satisfied. Please be aware, you cannot finish. There are unlimited number of places, unlimited number of planets and living beings in this world. In the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a story of Markandeya Rishi. The Markandeya Rishi asked this question. Markandeya Rishi did great tapasya that Lord Vishnu appeared in front of him. Lord Vishnu asked Markandeya, I am very pleased with your tapasya. You please tell me, what do you want? Markandeya Rishi said, my dear Lord, I heard your illusory energy is very vast and unlimited and so big. My dear Lord, I want to experience your illusory energy. Lord Vishnu smiled. He said, this is what you're asking after I came in front of you. He's thinking like this, the Lord. Lord smiled and asked Markandeya Rishi, are you sure you're asking this? Markandeya Rishi was very clear, I want to see. Lord Vishnu said, Tathastu. You enjoy, you go through material world. Then the Markandeya Rishi goes through different experiences of this illusory energy of the Lord. At the time of Pralaya, the Markandeya Rishi goes through different situations, circumstances in the waters and here and there. Then finally he feels, I can no more tolerate this material suffering. He gets bewildered. Then finally, when he comes out of the water of the Pralaya, he sees Krishna and Krishna's lotus feet. Vatapatra Shai. The Krishna is lying on the leaf, banyan leaf. He gets to have the darshan of the Lord like that. This is a story in the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. The meaning, Lord's illusory energy is so unlimited and so big. Nobody can surpass it. Nobody can say, I have experienced everything, I enjoyed everything in life. So this is a mistaken idea, especially sometimes among the youth. They think, first I should enjoy everything, then I can turn myself to Krishna. Let's see. The fact of the matter is that you cannot enjoy everything in this world. There is no end for enjoying in the Maya's world. And newer illusion Maya can keep throwing. Maya is very powerful, just like Markandeya Rishi saw. So here, however, there is a yogis of one type. They want to improve material enjoyment, like transfer to the higher planets, Brahmaloka, or they want yogic perfections, mystic yogic perfections, or they want to travel in the outer space. So these all happens in a subtle body. Okay. But they carry their mind and senses, subtle body, subtle mind and senses with them. These yogis are not karmis, what we see. Okay. In this world, in the Kali Yuga, you don't see yogis, we see karmis. The karmis, they do punya, the charity, and do work of God, they do seva to God, to finally the maximum, this kind of punya, the karmis acquire, it can take them to the Swargaloka, the heavenly planet, not beyond that. But today we are going to talk about the planets which exist beyond Swargaloka. Okay. So now the yogi who wants to improve material enjoyment, how does he progress, is today's discussion. So next verse it is said, the transcendentalists who are concerned with the spiritual body, as such, by the strength of their devotional service, austerities, mystic power, and transcendental knowledge, their movements are unrestricted within and beyond the material worlds. The fruity workers or the gross materialist can never move in such an unrestricted manner. The people who acquire punya karma, punya, by doing a good work, they cannot go unrestrictedly. They have to get another body, enjoy in another way. That is different. But yogis can move unrestrictedly in different places by their yogic power. So how they are yogis? They started with the prescribed method of yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara. Till there it is very common, up to 5. After pratyahara, there is a dharana, dhyana, samadhi in Ashtanga Yoga. Somebody who does the dharana of the Paramatma, Krishna in the heart, and develop devotional service, he goes through, uplift his pranavayu, goes back to Godhead by the chakra meditation, by the process of uplifting the pranavayu. But the yogi who does impersonal understanding of God, he does the same yoga, but he goes and stays in the Brahman of the Lord. But this yogi, in the dharana, after that dharana, she does the Virat Rupa of the Lord, he meditates. The entire universe he meditates. So he understands the universe is the body of Vishnu. He sees like that. We are talking about that yogi. O king, such a mystic passes over the Milky Way by the eliminating Shushumna to reach the higher planet Brahmaloka. He goes first to Vishwanara, the planet deity of fire, wherein he becomes completely cleansed of all contamination. Thereafter, he goes to the higher, to the circle of Shishumara, to relate with the Lord Hari, the personality of God. You see how big is the process of yogis. Kali Yuga, people are so poor and so wretched, so less austerity we all are. Getting on a visa to another country, getting American visa, how much people work hard and struggle. People take illegal ways to reach America and they sometimes get deported from there. Yet another island in the same planet. How much difficult for the Kali Yuga people to go to one nation to another nation, they don't have qualification. They're not qualified to enter America. Forget about going to other planets. So they cannot even understand what it is. Somebody is not qualified, does not have ability, so wretched, so poor in Kali Yuga. They cannot go to another place. They'll be arrested, they'll be deported. See? But these yogis, by their mystic power, they can go to a different planets. There is a planet called Vaishwanara. This planet is called deity of fire. And the yogi enters that planet in a subtle body. Yogi does not carry the gross body. Person who acquires punya and goes to Swargaloka, he acquires the body, material body. This yogi does not acquire the gross material body. He acquires the subtle material body. Mind, intelligence, and ego. And he goes to the deity of fire and he gets purified and completely cleansed of all contamination. Then after that, he goes to Shishumara, where relate to Lord Hari, personality of Godhead. Where is the Shishumara planet? Shishumara is explained here. The Shishumara is the pivot of the turning of the complete universe. It is called navel of Vishnu, Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. So where the Vishnu is lying down, okay, in the coming session, in one session, I'll explain about how Vishnu created, then you will understand. From Vishnu's navel, all the planets are sustaining. Okay. So the center point, from there the entire universe is originated. Okay, that place is called Shishumara. So the complete, it is called navel of Vishnu. The yogi alone goes beyond the circle of Shishumara and attains the planet Maharloka, where purified saint like Bhrigu enjoy a duration of life of 4,300. This comes to 430 crore years, solar years. This planet is worshipable even for saints who are transcendentally situated. So they go to Shishumara. Shishumara, then further they'll go to third stop. The first stop for the yogi is Vishwanara, the fire god's planet. The second stop is Shishumara, the Lord Vishnu's planet. And third planet is Maharloka, purified by the Bhrigu, and such great sages stay there. Next stop, let us see. At that time, the final devastation of the complete universe, the end of Brahma's duration of life, a flame of fire emanates from the mouth of Ananta. The yogi sees all the planets of the universe burning to ashes. Thus he leaves for Satyaloka by aeroplane used by great purified souls. Then from there, the fourth stop, the yogi goes to Satyaloka. The Satyaloka and Brahmaloka are synonyms. Okay, Brahma stays in Satyaloka. That is also called Brahmaloka because Brahma stays there. There, the calculated lifespan is 15,48,000 crore years. That is a lifespan there. The yogi goes from the here to the Vishwanara planet. From there, he goes to Shishumara. From the Shishumara, by the blessings of Lord Hari, he goes to Maharloka. Then from the Maharloka, he goes to Brahmaloka. And actually he stays in Maharloka. When he is staying in the Maharloka, he sees when the end of the Brahma's life is coming, the Ananta, on whose hoods the entire universe is standing, Ananta will emanate fire. Because of the fire coming out of the mouth of the Ananta, the planets start burning. When he sees that, he takes an aeroplane and goes to Satyaloka. Lord Brahma resides. Because Brahma's planet, nothing happens during this pralaya. Because the end of the Brahma, then Brahma also leaves and goes back to Godhead. In that planet of Satyaloka, there is neither bereavement, nor old age, nor death. There is no pain of any kind. Therefore, there is no anxieties, save that sometimes, due to consciousness, there is a feeling of compassion for those unaware of the process of devotional service, who are subjected to unsurpassable miseries in the material world. Now, this is important. Those who are in Satyaloka, the Brahmaloka, they're able to see us. We are not able to see them, but they're able to see us. They must be seeing that all of you are attending Bhagavatam class. The living beings in the Satyaloka, the yogis and Lord Brahma are able to see you. And what are they feeling for all the living beings in this world about these yogis? They're feeling very compassionate on all the living beings who are suffering in the material world. Just like when you see on the roadside or somewhere where a deceased person is suffering so much, or you watch a video of somebody suffering so much, you feel very compassionate. You feel like helping. You feel like feeling very bad to see somebody suffering. That's very natural for a kind-hearted person, especially for devotees. Not for Rakshasas, Asuras. Asuras enjoy other suffering. That's the nature of Asuras. They laugh. They laugh criticizing others. They make fun of others. They feel proud and they put others down. They enjoy becoming controllers. This is all Asura character. But the Sura character, who are Devatas, who are very good in heart, they're devotees. They feel compassionate on suffering souls. So those yogis who reach the Satyaloka, the highest planet in this universe, they look down and see how these people are suffering. They feel very compassionate on that. And they understand the suffering, unsurpassable miseries in the material world. Unsurpassable. It's not easy to surpass. You must be understanding. First of all, people to understand there is suffering only is so difficult. Many of you will have your friends, your family members. You tell them, we all are suffering with the birth, death, old age, disease. The material world is full of suffering. That itself they cannot understand. To realize that there is a suffering, that itself one cannot understand. Even if one understands, they think everybody should do good, love all, serve all, do good to everybody, so that he acquire punya. Then you go to Swarga. Most of the people don't know. They think going to Swarga is everything. Then they reside there permanently. That's why they say in the newspaper and everywhere, and somebody dies, Swargastaradaru. They went to Swarga. The Swarga going is done. No, Swarga is only Punya planet. You acquire money and go to some other country to enjoy. It is like that. You take 1 crore rupees and go to some other country to enjoy. And you are not earning there. When 1 crore rupees is over, you have to come back again for earning. So that is about. So normal people not even doing Punya. They are doing only Papa. Somebody told me the quality of one of the devotees told me the qualities of the Kali Yuga is that people enjoy doing Papa. Very sad. Doing sinful activities, they enjoy that. By torturing others, people enjoy. It's the quality of Kali Yuga. Earlier ages, it was not like that. Very here and there, some asuras were like that. Few asuras were like that. They were killed either by devotees or kings to punish them and kill them, or God sometimes come and kill them. But in Kali Yuga, everywhere they're like that. They so easily go and kill an animal and eat. They don't even consider how much animal is feeling pain. Just for me to make a biryani, that animal has to sacrifice its life. That animal is son to somebody or daughter to somebody, or that animal is father to somebody or mother to somebody, or that animal is brother and sister of somebody. All that I don't care. I just want to kill and put it in my biryani and eat, and I enjoy that and I laugh at it. Kali Yuga, so easily people do sinful activities. So uplifting these people from the sinful activities, the pious activity itself is a big thing. Many gurus in this country working towards making people impious to pious, that itself is a very big achievement. Making non-vegetarian to vegetarian and giving them sattvic lifestyle is the biggest achievement of one guru in the country today. Now from there, somebody comes to do punya and go to Swargaloka and understand that they are very rare. Among them, somebody got Krishna consciousness and understand there are higher planets and yogis and spiritual world, Krishna, very, 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 very rare. Such people are very less in the world. So the Satyaloka, so the people in the Satyaloka are able to see the suffering of the living entities in the material world. Then, successfully after reaching Satyaloka, then what happens? After reaching Satyaloka, the devotee is specifically able to incorporate it fearlessly by the subtle body in an identity similar to that of a gross body, one after another. He gradually attains a stage of existence from the earthly, watery, fiery, glowing, airy until he reaches the ethereal stage. Actually, this universe has a different covering. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. The 5 element covering is there to this world. To go out of the Satyaloka, one has to pierce to this. One has to cross through this and go to the next plane. The layers he has to cross. And he also has to cross through the sense objects, tasting and forms and touch. These all are the real substance. So these they have to cross over and cross this universe. The devotee, thus surpassing the gross and subtle forms of covering, enters the plane of egoism. That is another layer. In that status, he merges the material modes of nature. Then his ignorance and passion is gone. In this point, he neutralization of thus reaches the egoism to in goodness. After this, all egoism is merged in Mahatattva. He comes to the point of pure self-realization. I'll explain the simple words. Basically, when a living entity, when the jiva, starting the journey of a yogi, he does a yoga, tapasya, okay? He does the Ashtanga yoga. In the process of Ashtanga yoga, he does the meditation. In that he does the meditation so powerfully that he absorbs himself as not in this body. Then with the power of that yogic process of pranayama, he uplifts himself and goes to the higher planet. The 4 different higher planets, Vishwanara planet, then Shimshumara, then Maharloka, then Satyaloka. Like that, yogi uplifts himself, his consciousness, and goes up. But still he is within this material world only. Now he wants to go to the spiritual world. From the material world, he has to go to spiritual world. There is a shell of the universe, just like a coconut has a shell. The universe has a shell. That is a shell which was broken when Vamana put his 3 steps. One is on the earth, one is on the sky, one is on Bali Maharaja's head. And the second step of Vamana, when he put his leg on the sky, The shell of the universe, which is made up of earth, water, fire, air, ether, and the five senses and sense objects, that shell is actually pierced by the toe of Lord Vishnu's lotus feet. From the toe of Vishnu, which has pierced the universe, a drop of Garbhodaka water, which is Lord Vishnu's transcendental water, came inside this universe and fell in the higher planet. That is called Ganga. So Ganga was flowing in the higher planets. It was not an earthly planet. Later, in the dynasty of Surya kingdom, Sun dynasty, in the Raghukula, in the Ramachandra's dynasty, there was a great king called Bhagiratha who did tapasya and got Ganga from the higher planet to here. That is a story it comes in the Bhagavatam and many other places. How the Bhagiratha did tapasya to get the Ganga to the earthly planet. He brought from earthly, higher planet to earthly planet. But who brought it first of all inside this universe? Vamana Deva. Lord Vamana's foot pierced the shell of the universe. We are talking about that shell now. Now the yogi has gone to Satyaloka, but to come out of the shell of the universe, he has to pierce through all the layers of the universe and goes above beyond that. Finally, he goes to the Mahatattva. From that, he gets purified. He gives up all his material ignorance and passion. He becomes pure and enters into the spiritual world. So that is what is explained. Let us chant this verse. All of you, please unmute yourself. Tena atmana atmanam
तेनात्मनात्मानम्
upaiti shantam.
उपैति शान्तम्
Tena atmana atmanam upaiti shantam.
तेनात्मनात्मानम्
उपैति
उपैति शान्तम्
Anandam anandamayah.
आनन्दमानन्दमयः
Avasane
अवसाने
Anandamanandamayo vasane.
आनन्दमानन्दमयोऽवसाने
Etam gatim
एतां
तां
गतिम्
गतिं
Bhagavatim gato yaha.
भागवतीं गतो यः
गतो यः
Etam gatim Bhagavatim gato yaha.
एतां गतिं
तां गतिं
भागवतीं
भगवतीं
गतो यः
गतो यथा
Savai punarneha
स वै
पुनर्नेह
पुनर्नेह
Vishajjatenga.
विसर्जतेङ्गा
Savai punarneha Vishajjatenga.
स वै
वै
पुनर्नेह
पुनर्नेह
विसर्जतेङ्गा
विसर्जन्त
Tenatmanatmanamupaiti shantam.
तेनात्मनात्मानं विशन्ति शान्तम्
शान्तम्
Anandamanandamayo vasane.
आनन्दमानन्दमयोऽवसाने
Etam gatim Bhagavatim gato yaha.
एतां गतिं भागवतीं
भगवतीं
गतो यः
गतो यः
Savai punarneha Vishajjatenga.
स वै
वै
पुनर्नेह
पुनर्नेह
विसर्जतेङ्गा
विसर्जन्त
Please mute yourself. I'll explain. Now, you see here, only the purified soul can attain the perfection of associating with the personality of Godhead in complete bliss and satisfaction in his constitutional stage. Whoever is able to renovate such devotional perfection is never again attracted to this material world and he never returns. Yad gatva na nivartante, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Yad gatva, after going there, na nivartante, again he does not come back. The same thing Krishna is saying here. Now you understood how much yogi has to do tapasya to reach there. You know, sometimes when you go to some Kumbh Mela or you see some videos in the YouTube or in the Instagram or in the Facebook, people wonder, what are these yogis doing? There's so many yogis. What is that they're doing? They're there to achieve some shanti, satisfaction. For that, why they have to do like this? Somebody will be wondering. Why they have to take so much katina, so difficult tapasya like this? Standing on one leg, eating only once a 2 days, raising his hands up always and keeping, and not wearing any clothes, roaming naked. Why they have to actually to purify ourselves, to purify the soul is very big thing. That is why even one Atma goes back to Krishna's world is considered to be very great news. It's a very big news. Bhagavatam explains how Dhruva Maharaj went back to Godhead. One person going back to Godhead. So many chapters of description is there. One soul going back to Godhead. So getting purified by the mercy of Guru is different. Getting purified by the self-effort like a yogi, that's what we are understanding. And after that, one is completely purified. He gets complete bliss and satisfaction in this constitutional stage. He becomes very happy. Brahma Bhuta Prasanna Atma Nashochati Nakankshati. He's fully happy and satisfied. Then he enters, and that is the stage of devotional service to the Lord. The yogi has to cross through. Now you understand how difficult to go to the spiritual world. Then what to do? In Kali Yuga, can we do this? We are in Kali Yuga. What to do? Can we really achieve this? You may be wondering, how is it possible? Then that means the spiritual life is not for me. Don't worry. Kali Yuga, this most difficult process is made it simple. Now we understand the value of spiritual life. Value of Lord Chaitanya gave us, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What is it giving to us? This Hare Krishna mantra can give you the same thing what yogi has achieved by going to so many planets and going there. You can get it. Sitting at your home, you can get it. Just by chanting Hare Krishna, I can get it. What a great blessings. It is said in the Bhagavatam. Many devatas in the Kali Yuga, they want to come to earthly planet, especially to the Bharata Bhumi, to chant the holy name of Krishna so they can go back to Godhead. It's a very easy process given. Bumper lottery is given, very special lucky. So we should understand the greatness of what Srila Prabhupada has delivered to us. Sri Krishna Prabhupada quotes this from Bhagavad Gita. Okay. All of you please unmute and chant this verse of Bhagavad Gita. Mamupetya punarjanma
Mamupetya punarjanma
मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म
dukkhalayam ashashvatam
Dukkalayam
Dukkalayam
लयम्
ashashvatam
अशाश्वतम्
napnuvanti mahatmanah
Napnuvanti
नाप्नुवन्ति
mahatmanah
महात्मानः
samsiddhim paramam gatah.
Samsiddhim paramam gataha.
ताः
Please repeat. After attaining me,
After attaining me,
the great souls
the great souls
great souls
who are yogis in devotion
who are yogis in
yogis in devotion
never return to this temporary world,
never
Never
return to
return
this
to this
turn to this
temporary world,
temporary world
which is full of miseries,
which is
which
full
is
of
full of
misery,
miseries.
full of miseries
because they have attained the highest perfection.
because
we have
they have
attained
attained
have
the
attained the highest perfection.
So those who achieve Mam Upetya, once who achieved the worship of the Lord in the spiritual world, they never come back to the material world. Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. This is the important message of Bhagavad Gita. So, so before that, Krishna says, for one who always remembers me without deviation, I am easy to obtain, O son of Pruta, because of his constant engagement in devotional service. You see? Ananya cheta satatam yomam smarati nityashaha tasyaham sulabha partha nitya yuktasya yoginaha. Before verse in 8.14, Krishna is saying, for one who always remembers me without deviation. That is why we say, always chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Very easy to obtain. The most difficult process, what we have spoken now, what we have read now in the Bhagavatam today, it actually bewildering us. Oh, is it really possible? Is it really possible for me to do? Don't worry. This only explain. These different kinds of yogis are there. It is for your information. It is for your information that what Lord Chaitanya is giving to you, please be aware. Don't take it as granted. Don't take it Krishna consciousness and knowledge and Krishna bhakti given by Srila Prabhupada granted. They have given something which is very difficult to attain. So that is why at the end now Krishna, Shukadeva Goswami concludes this particular section. Your Majesty Maharaj Parikshit, know that all that I have described in the reply to your proper inquiry is just according to the version of the Vedas. It is the eternal truth. This was described personally by Lord Krishna unto Brahma, with whom the Lord was satisfied upon being properly worshipped. After Brahma did the meditation on Lord Krishna, Krishna came and gave the knowledge. That knowledge is revealed to us today. What happens to different yogis and different planets is explained to us. So this is one section. Today we largely explained about yogis. Now this chapter, the chapter 2, this is called Lord in the Heart. Okay. The end, verse number, it has 37 shlokas. We are in the 32nd, today we are ending. 33rd shloka to 37th shloka. Next class you should not miss. In the next class, Shukadeva Goswami will explain about bhakti, the devotional service. Having explained all this yogic process, then he will explain about bhakti. So finally concluding to the Parikshit's question, what he should do at the time of death. The conclusion of all this description of Ashtanga Yoga and this yoga, that yoga, this yogi, that yogi, conclusion will be in the next class. We'll hear the greatness of bhakti. So with that, knowing that what is the next class and getting ready for that, I conclude my today's session. Anybody has any question? So no question means you're not understood anything or not understood everything. So I consider that you understood everything.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. So we will meet again in the next week.
Thank you.
Next week with the
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Grantara
Hare Krishna,
Srimad
Prabhuji.
Bhagavatam ki. One more important announcement. Important announcement. We are running Shatakoti Na Harinama Japa Yajna. Hopefully all received the links. Request everybody to chant and update your rounds in the link given so that your offering happens. For Janmashtami, we want to reach 100 crores holy name chanting and offering to Krishna Balaram. All of you can contribute in this wonderful Japa Yajna. Thank you so much. So somebody has posted the link. Pavani Mataji has posted the link also in the comment box. You can see that. Also, message also will be posted in the group. Thank you very much. Shri Krishna Balaram ki. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Prabhupada ki. Thank you. Hare Krishna.